Okay, so I think we're going. So this is our first video. I'm Laurentiu and she's Alexandra. We're twin flames in harmonious union, students of Jeff and Shaleia, and we're happy today to just share our success story. So yeah, shall we go?
Yeah. Just like a disclaimer before, we haven't really done this in this way, so probably it's not gonna be a lot of editing in this video, and it's just gonna be us, so bear with that. Yeah, and I feel like before we go into our journey and all the success we had with Jeff and Shalia's work, I just want to give you a little bit of background about ourselves. So we met in 2014, and we have been friends at that point. And even then we were kind of the truth seekers, let's find out how we can make our life better, what we can do. And I know that we were talking a lot about psychology, spirituality, personal development, all of those stuff, and yeah, soul expansion, God and the universe and all of those things. So we have always been interested in subjects like this, and wanted to go just explore this area. And Lawrence, you can say that he did a lot of research, if you could say.
I seeked a lot. I was just looking forward. So even when I finished high school, I went to university. I found Alexandra, but in the same time I was still seeking myself. Because I was very as a kid I was very depressed. I didn't know what to do. I was just wanting to die. Basically just didn't have the purpose to live in that moment. And then I found this purpose of finding myself, who I am, what I am, why do I feel this way. At least if I live a life, I want to just feel good. So I started seeking, and the first things were more like personal development, or around my area, and then finding more about NLP, psychology, psychotherapy, keep going in this area of the mind understanding so I could heal. I even wanted to go to the psychology university, but at the last minute I felt no, so I didn't went forward. I went to the exam though, but I felt like God was telling me, no, don't take the exam. So I was I just did exactly I've been said. So I didn't took the exam, so I didn't move forward in that area. But as I was still at university, actually then I quit the university with you, and I just went to this university. But as this didn't work, I had an opportunity to go to England, to London more precisely, where my brother is, and just go there to work. In a way, the invitation was to go there and work to make some money, so then I could go to university that I really want and really get clear on what I really want. But
maybe go to the university in England.
Yeah, maybe go
prestigious and stuff.
Yeah, but I just felt cold there. I just felt like my heart was saying yes, go to London. So I just did that, and I just went there first. I was not having anything and just working my way around there, just
living.
Yeah, just living and kind of finding a job and just doing work. And as I did that, I was still seeking. I was still seeking truth and just finding myself. So I found more first yoga, and I started going to yoga regularly, like Kundalini yoga, and I kept doing. And through that, the person that was teaching there, I found some other teachings that helped me to go even deeper. So the money that I was earning from my job, then I was able to, some of them of course use for what I need, but some to just put into, just make those courses, just buy those courses and invest in myself. So I just invested in myself, and I learned some things. But as I went forward with that way of healing, I found that I always wanted to improve, to just be even easier and easier, because it just took a lot of time. But I found a way to make it easier. I felt very good. And I remember afterwards, I was just so happy but I found this way. I like this way of healing. I can heal stuff. I can feel better. Then I just started speaking again with Alexandra, sharing with her. And
yeah, it was like so nice for me because like my best friend was back and he has some interesting spiritual stuff to tell me, and I was like all about it, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And yeah, and then like we got together. So
yeah,
like,
but just something here, because it wasn't like, okay, we just got together afterwards. It was like she was having a boyfriend.
Well, that doesn't matter right now, and that's not. We can make another video about that, but we got together, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
And then after we got together, we continued to like do inner work together, you know, like the best way that we knew. And for like I think like 1.5 years, we kind of like were in a gray zone of like, I don't know, we don't know what the fuck is happening, like what we're moving forward, things are changing a little bit, but we just had like this feeling inside of us that things should be easier. Like it's like, I know ascension and gurus and stuff like that, but like this should be easier. Like it's not like if we are like if our purpose is like to some time, I don't know, ascend, this should be available for all, and it should be easy, right? And we were not having any of it because like the way we're doing was like so hard, and like there has to be something better. And we called that in, you know, we like wanted, okay, let's find something better. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but
yeah,
universe, just please bring me something that works better than what we're doing right now. And yeah, in August 2018, yeah, we discovered this community, like the Jeff and Shaleia's community, and Jeff and Shaleia's teachings through a friend of ours. And
well, we weren't really like so much into it right then.
Yeah, it took a while. Like we were like, not. This seems weird, like, and it was all because of the twin flames teachings that you find out there. Like, at least then, like, most of it was like, oh, dark night of the soul. Everybody's like, so, like, I don't know, like, it's hard. Like, yeah, sometimes the journey is challenging, but everything seemed to be like, oh my God, everybody's like suffering so greatly, and we were like not having any of it, right? But and like, the thing is that we didn't specifically watch Jeff and Shaleia. We just like knew about stuff, you know, like that. You read, I read, and it was like, I don't vibrate with that shit. I don't resonate. Like, that's not the vibe I want, you know. But finally, like someday, like we watched like the first Tifesta, like Twin Flame Essential School class, I believe. That's the first class that we watched because the first ones are free, and we was like, okay, if we're gonna do this, like at least let's watch it, like let's see what this is about, you know. Like, I'm not gonna dive in something that I don't know, right? And we watched it, and it was like, oh wait, like this is not everything else that we have like seen before. Like, this is different, you know. Okay, I can dig this, I can like work this out somehow, you know. So of course we had like financial upsets and everything like that, and like we worked through them, and like we had like a free consultation, and the persons that really helped us to like heal something. And it was like so amazing because we had like instant results. Like, it was not something like, okay, we signed up to the school in like November 2018, but I had like some financial issues. It was not that I didn't have the money. It was like, I thought I had to do something else with the money, and it was like related to my parents and like some things that I thought I had to do, you know. And like, I know I was like so worried about like my mom being like, you're not doing this stuff, and it was like so funny that after I signed up, we signed up on a Monday, and on a Wednesday, the next Wednesday, my mom just like called me, and he was like, hey, that thing that you're worrying about, just forget it. I'm gonna deal with it. You don't have to deal with it. Please don't spend any money on this. Like, I have it. And I was like, oh my God, this just happened. Like, these people were right. Like, you can like change stuff. And it was like so fast, it was like, oh my God, So that was like the first kind of like success that we tasted as soon as we like signed up with Twin Flames Ascension School, and we signed up with All Classes Pass subscription. So we just like
we just went in, and it was just
like one thing that we did though, that we were like, okay, if we want to do this thing like this, because it's a big investment, like we were like a whole lot of money that we were earning with just like Twin Flame Ascension School, like online, because that seems crazy, but I was like, okay, if I'm paying this money, I better fucking listen to what these people have to tell me. It's like, it has to be like good, because for us, it was like a great deal of money. And for a lot of people as well. It's not like, but I better fucking listen. So we dove into the teachings, and we did it in such a way that we kind of let go of what we knew before, in a way. We were like, okay, just pause everything that we were doing and let's see how this works out, like just what they teach, what Jeff and Shaleia teach. And it was really fucking good. But let's just like continue like our story and what happened afterwards. And I know like one piece that I want to bring is that in December that year they had like the New York meetup, and we were like home being like, look at them meeting, all of them meeting each other, and they're posting pictures, and they seem to have such a great time. But we were kind of mopey about it. We were a little bit, but at the same time we were like, okay, let's analyze like our life, and feel into it and what we want to do. And we were still new to the concept that twin flames have a life purpose together and they're supposed to work together to do something. Even if we've been together for so long, somehow this never crossed our mind. So it was something entirely new, which you could say it's a success within itself, like to find out that you can do stuff that you didn't thought like it's possible together or not. It's like, I can do stuff. Wow.
We can partner.
Yeah, we can partner. We can like make all of our dreams come true. Wow. Like who knew? Like literally all of your dreams, like not just some of them. And we were taking all of that in, and we just like sat on like the couch. I remember this moment, and we're like, okay, let's just like, what would you like to happen in 2019? It's just like, yeah. And I know that one of the things that we said, like we would like to travel to another country, because I've never done that at that time. And we wanted to like, in our search for like life purpose and what to do, we wanted to like make our first video game together. Like this is something that we're really passionate about, and that was like two of the things that we kind of touched then, and of course like other things, but let's say like these two things that I can like remember right now.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah, probably they're like smaller things that for sure happened, but I just like didn't notice them. Anyway, so we started like healing more and more, and in January I received like words from my boss that I will receive a raise, and he told me how much I would receive a raise. And the raise was approximately like, it was bigger than how much you would pay for LPC, like life purpose class monthly, and I was like, oh my God, we can do this, so that was fucking amazing. And then we had like something planned as well. Like in February, we also had a vacation planned in London. So like with the money that we managed to kind of put aside, we went in London, and with my raise, in a way, we managed to get life purpose class. Like in February 2019, this happened, and it was like a lot. Like we went for like 2 weeks in London with his brother, and we had like so much fun, and it was like so refreshing. We visited so many places, and it was just like so fun to be there, and especially to like because we were like with his brother and his friends, and they just like completely took care of us. Like we had no fucking idea. We were just like, we came in London and now what, and they was just like so nice, and they took care of us, and it was like so nice. And like part of it is because like we started to apply and to heal using like Jeff and Shalea's teachings. We were watching classes, we were doing the mirror exercise, and we were doing like our best to like just heal whatever was coming up. So that was another success that we had, like that vacation, and signing up into life purpose class as well was like another success for us, because we never imagined like 3 months later we would be able to afford this. Because in November, when we were like, oh my god, this is so much money we're putting into this is kind of insane, like what the fuck are we doing? People our age like spend this money on other kind of stuff, so but it felt really good because like our relationship was also like improving and getting like better and better, and we having this awareness about us being twin flames helped us so much in just healing everything that came up.
Because before we didn't know, so we didn't know that we were, in a way, we had a feeling that we were meant to be together, but we didn't know that what depth actually.
What depth and how to deal with
how
everything.
to deal with all of this. And it's really amazing how we started to do this work, that it was so much easier than what we were doing before.
It was so easy. It was really what we desired. We desired to heal fast and easy, because I have no time for like spending, I don't know, just like suffering. Like I just wanted to end that, like I didn't want it to believe anymore that I have to suffer in order to have my goal, and this is something that we continuously like learn in Jeff and Shalea's teaching, and it's so, I don't know, I feel like it's so important. So afterwards we got life purpose class. We came back from London. We started taking coaching. We didn't really have like a personal coach until then, because again, we couldn't afford it. But at that point we started to like with
your raise.
With my raise and everything like that, like we kind of started to offer like to work with a personal coach, which again was like a huge success. And it was really good to have support even more, and to just continue investing in ourselves, because it felt really good.
It felt really good, and it helped us because we could only go so far with what we understood from the teachings, but having someone help us understand even deeper that was already practicing the teaching for a while helped us to go much deeper in a more comfortable way for us.
Exactly. And that was like so important for us, because again, we were like all about that fast and easy way, so fast and easy means a lot of support and people to tell you what you're not doing right and what you're not understanding. And it's okay if you want to go the fast and easy way to have a lot of people around you to tell you how to go the fast and easy way. It's like, okay. And we were still kind of like, at this point, I think we were still kind of confused about our life purpose and what we were supposed to do. We wanted to do video games, and Laurentiu, like, I know he bought like an online course for like programming and stuff like that. So we started like thinking about making like a story, but like it was not really working out. Like it was like not. And we were kind of like guided more and more and more to go into the coaching side. So to become like twin flame coaches and help others achieve like union and harmonious union. And we were like, no, don't, let's not do that, you know. But we healed, you know, we continue like to practice the what Jeff and Shaleia teach, and yeah, we got into the coaches in training program, and yeah, we went through it. It was really fucking good. And at the end of it, like when we were like announced to be like, okay, Alexandra and Laurentiu are now coaches, that's when we achieved harmonious union as well. Harmonious twin flame union.
Yeah.
And it was like such a beautiful moment, and was like, yeah.
Yeah, it really
It
took
was in
us by
May.
it took us by surprise, to be honest. I mean, in a way not, but it was really like a new way of living for us.
Yeah.
Because we never felt so peaceful within each other to have so much love. So really, Jeff and Shaleia's teachings helped us to just be peaceful together, and that was such a miracle for us to, from where we started, to be where we are now. Like we couldn't have done it without Jeff and Shaleia's teachings, and in that moment with harmonious union, it was really a divine moment that we really enjoyed a lot. So with that, many more
it even now. It didn't stop.
Yes, okay, yes, it didn't stop.
Yeah, and this is, I think, like something that we both like deeply desired. Of course, harmonious union, everybody wants that, but it was like that sense that when you have like a partner, you can work through everything, because my parents were like have divorced, you know, and I saw like their marriage like go apart, like they're like could not partner anymore, could not communicate with each other anymore, they could not like love each other anymore, and that didn't set right to me. And when like I wanted to find like my perfect lover, you know, I said like, I don't want to be like 20 years into a marriage and fuck off, you know, because suddenly, I don't know, I realized that this doofus is not for me, you know, in a way. And yeah, it was like when you achieve harmonious union, that's gone. Like everything, like it's clear now. Like you are one and you are together forever, and it's so fucking amazing. And yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, and after that, as we continue applied the work of Jeff and Shaleia, because of course, even after harmonious union, you keep going deeper because you want other areas of your life to be harmonious.
Yeah, to achieve like the kind of harmonious union, like that level, but in different areas of your life, and to go deeper and deeper. And of course, like the goal is like perfect union, ascension, and all of that.
Yeah. So the next thing
is like we became like coaches, and
actually the next thing was like we as we became coaches, we wanted the opportunity with Toronto.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Immediately after we became coaches, the Toronto workshop was announced. And for you that have Toronto talks and know what we're talking about, like we were there. But when it was first announced, we were like, nah, not gonna happen. I'm gonna be at the next workshop, because this workshop is just too close and too scary, and it's too much to handle, you know. And yeah, we were like, no, we're not gonna go.
I mean, you were like that, because I was like, we're gonna go.
I was like that, yeah.
So I was like, we're gonna go. We had to heal through some upsets there. But as we worked through those, we realized that yes, we have the desire to go there. And we've never been to Canada. We've never been outside of we've never been in that area of the world.
Yeah, America. We have never been outside of like Europe. Let's say we've been in London, you know, and UK, but at that time that was like still in Europe. So yeah, anyway. It was like anyway.
Yeah, but still, like for us, we had a month to just have to get to,
like something like that. It was insane.
Yeah, to have the money to go there, to make everything work. It was just so much, but by using the work, of course, everything that came up, we just worked.
Yeah, it was like a lot of financial upsets. Like if you were like thinking that investing into like Twin Flame Ascension School life purpose class was hard, my God, Toronto was like that times 10,000, So we worked through everything that came up, and it was like, like at least like I think like if we wouldn't have gone there, at least we knew that we did our best, like okay, we did our best to go there. But yeah, we did everything and we got there. And being in Toronto for like 6 days at the workshop and everything, it was like such a success for us. It was like if you would have told me like when we sat on the couch like in December that we're gonna go to Canada, I'm probably gonna be like, bitch, no, like this not happening. I don't know where you pull that up, but it happened. It fucking happened. And it was like so amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was so amazing, like to be able to meet the community that helped us so much, like in person, to see everybody's legs, not just their faces. Of course, to meet like Jeff and Shaleia in person, and I don't know, it was just like being in Canada itself. It was like, oh my God, Canada. For us, it was like so funny. Like, if I can like share a little bit about this, because for us, like we've seen America like just like in movies, So when we first like landed and saw like how, even if it's Canada, it's kind of that American vibe, that it's still present in Canada in some degree, I feel. It was just like, oh my God, it's all real. It's not just like in movies. It was so great, like honestly. And yeah, all of this because we did a lot of mirror exercises.
And of course, all of these, like the mirror exercises, because Jeff and Shaleia have really provided these teachings available for us. So it's like us being able to use that and just use it in our lives was so amazing. So we're so grateful for them, like putting that and just showing us the way and just everything that came afterwards. Because even after we came from Toronto,
so we had like like we have put aside like this big sum of money, for Toronto, and when we came back, it was we still had a lot of money. Like, what the fuck?
We didn't realize that.
Because we were like kind of so caught up in the moment when we were there, and like just live life. Like, we've gone to Toronto, let's have fun, right? That's the purpose of like us going there, one of them at least. So when we came back, we realized like, oh my God, we still have like a lot of money left. What we're gonna do? And we had like this desire inside of us, and you're like pushing me so hard about it, for me to get like a new laptop that's gonna be like a gaming laptop, because we wanted to play. Video games together, right? And also like it was like really important because before Toronto, like something that we forgot about to mention was like we have been given the opportunity to work like on a video game, with Jeff and Shaleia, and that's like been like an entire like a miracle within itself and a huge success for us, because we could do like everything that we wanted, again, like everything that you want can become a reality if you like work for it, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, really,
that like feels good and juicy, because without like taking from yourself and anything like that. Yeah. So that was like, that laptop meant a lot for us, because we wanted to like play together and have fun together, and also be able to like develop this video game that we wanted to create, right?
And many more,
yeah. Yeah, so it was, again, all of this because we applied the teachings of Jeff and Shaleia. The mirror exercise all day, every day.
Yeah, and it's really like a big jump from where we were before, not being able, like not even thinking to have something like that, to have actually a laptop that powerful that we got to her, and just everything that happened so far in 2019 was such a big thing for us. Like,
it was like such a year, like.
Yeah, and like everything has changed. Like even after we came from Toronto, we didn't felt all those financial blocks that we were feeling before, all the
Yeah,
stress at
it
the end
was
of the
not
month.
like we hear like financial blocks and got to Toronto and now we're poor again, like, or something
No,
like that. Like, no, that didn't happen. Like the work that you do is like permanent, and that's another thing, that it's not like you work to the upsets and you're upset like all the time and everything like that, and you're just gonna be upset all the time. Like, no, the purpose is to feel better and better and better, and this is what we've experienced in multiple areas of our lives, and with this, like, Toronto, it was like huge for us, like, financially. And since Toronto, we haven't really like had problems with finances. Like, it was not a worry. Before, it was like it's still kind of maybe not working so good, and we were still healing, but afterwards, like, we had no worries. Like,
yeah, we hear the blogs about it, so
mm-hmm.
we didn't manifest the things that we didn't like, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went.
I mean, afterwards, it was more like we were able to just move here. Like,
oh yeah, we were living in a 2 like rooms apartment, and now after like Toronto, like, I think it's good to mention that we started like, you started doing more coaching, and I started to do like also working from home for the game as well as going to my job. And we had like times in which we wanted to work at the same time, but we were like really clashing because he was supposed to go like in a coaching session and I wanted to have a meeting with my team and do stuff, and it was like clashing a lot. So he had to move in the other room, or I had to move, and it was just like we didn't have enough space to grow more. We wanted to again like go deeper and grow, and so we were watching a class, and in the class, like, some students were talking about how Jeff was asking them like how they feel about their new home, and then he explained like how the home is like, how you feel about your home is how you feel about like your reunion, and we were like, oh, no, our home doesn't feel good right now. It's so small and tiny, and so therefore, like, in matter of like, we started healing about this, and in matter of like 1 week we moved. So we found another place, we talked with the new landlords, we asked some friends to help us move. We moved 1 week. It was like insane, like from a 2 rooms apartment to like 3 rooms with 2 bathrooms and separate kitchen. And it's so good. And dishwasher.
yes.
Major achievement, dishwasher, like,
yes.
Success. It's honestly, it is like, it's so good, like, to have a dishwasher, like we didn't have before. So now we are blessed. Anyway, so yeah, now like this room that we're in is kind of like Laurentiu's office, right? So he does he's like the coaching and everything, meetings and stuff that he needs to do, he does from this room. And this room is just for this, right? Just to do some things that we want. We're not sleeping in this room, or we're not watching TV from this room, where this room is dedicated for this, and to have
playing video games.
Well, and playing video games, yeah. Because your PC is here, yeah. But just to say, like, we have like the space now to him to work here, and if I want to do something else, I'm most definitely in the living room. So it's like so amazing to have this. And again, this came just like as a natural progression of us going deeper into healing blocks about our union, about our life purpose, and
just in general, everything that came out.
Yeah, just everything. Yeah. Good. Then going, this happened like in November last year. And yeah, I guess like the next major thing that happened was like in December, we got engaged.
Yes, that was a big thing for us.
Yeah, it was so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really beautiful, and we never thought before that it would happen because Alexander was like, "I don't want to get engaged. I don't want this. We can be together, but not. Let's not get married."
Listen, that happened the first year since we got together. Oh my God, yeah.
Anyway, we had a lot to work through, but as we worked through, it happened. So that's a
Yeah.
really major thing that it happened. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's really amazing, and something that maybe you forgot to say that happened before that is the chairs that we.
Oh yeah, the chairs.
So like we
live the PewDiePie dream right now.
we are, like we were watching PewDiePie and we really liked his chair and was always dreaming about a PewDiePie chair basically, but we were like we were just dreaming about it. We don't have the money for it, but actually as we worked on our obsessed and went forward with our life purpose, we weren't able to just take one. We bought two of them,
one for each.
Yeah, one. So it was really beautiful to see that success into our life, having something that we really desired for a long time. So
yeah, and yeah.
And afterwards, that's the engagement.
Yeah, afterwards we have the engagement, which was like a really a big step forward for us, like in our relationship, just like that, and our harmonious union and everything like that. So it's been very, very nice. And another thing, like before, like we end the video, that's another great success for us, and it's like the good for last in a way. The people that we help from the community have started to like become in harmonious union as well, so they started to have what we have, which is amazing. And we really wanted to help people have what we have since we like started, and I'm just so happy to see more people coming to harmonious union and just being happy like with their perfect like lover, and so good. This makes me emotional, because everybody deserves to have like their perfect life. That's what we believed like since before even like getting to have like Jeff and Shaleia's teachings, and before everything, like we just wanted to have our perfect life, and we didn't give up on that at all. And the fact that we are manifesting that every day because of Jeff and Shalea's teaching and helping others have that, it's like
it's really amazing. And as well having these support us, because we are well supported in our lives. So in this way, Alexandra doesn't need to go to her job. So we can just be doing this, and that's so beautiful to have this.
Exactly. So I feel like with this, like we shared like a lot about our story and all of the successes we had because of Jeff and Shaleia and the teachings they have like in Twin Flame Ascension School and Life Purpose class and everything else. Like let's not ignore like the sermons and like the e-courses and the book and like the meditation and Toronto Talks as well.
Exactly, everything. TwinFlameUniverse.com.
Everything on TwinFlamesUniverse.com. Just grab it all.
It helped us, and we believe it can help you too.
Yeah, exactly. And it's for you to feel in and decide. Well, I guess with this, it's the end of our video, and we will see each other in next videos.
Perfect. Bye-bye.
Bye.